We are back. It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while. So much has happened, so much has changed, so much has transitioned. And this stuff just never stops. You think you got a grasp on it, and it just slips right through your hands. But you know what? I'm thankful for the lessons. Thankful for the lessons, because that's how you learn, that's how you improve, that's how you get better. You know, some things have been pretty good, stagnant, anchored, progressing. Other areas, not so much. You know, I could admit that. I could admit that things could be better, but you know what? Nothing's ever a straight line. I've made peace with that. Nothing's ever gonna be a straight line. You know, you're gonna pay some dues along the way. There's gonna be some discomfort. It's just like with anything else. You know, and I'll be honest, like 100% right now, is that some of the things I used to struggle with are like a lot easier now. It's a lot smoother. But then yeah, there's other areas where I'm still developing. I'm still making those mistakes. I'm still, you know, picking myself up and falling back down. Part of the process. Part of the process. You know, if you think about it, all those teams, in whether it's Major League Baseball, the NFL, NBA, whatever sport, you know, all those teams, they prepare, they practice, and only one team out of like 30, for example, win the championship. And the team goes back into just the same cycle, improving themselves and working on their weaknesses and maintaining their strengths and working on strategy and working on the process, you know, just the process. And we got to do that for ourselves. If we want to win, if we want to excel, if we want to progress in certain areas, we have to go through the process. And this last 2 months where I haven't posted any videos, I was working on the process. And I went deep into it, and I lost, I'll be honest, I lost, like, I wouldn't say love for it, but I'd say I lost like the excitement for it. I lost the, like, the hope and magic for it, you know? And I still have what I was working on. There was 2 videos I was working on. I still have them. The only thing is I don't know when I'm gonna post them. I honestly don't know. I don't know when, I don't know how. I just don't know. The cool thing is I went through the process. I literally got some things done, put some things together. There's one that's okay, and there's one that's really good, that has a lot more potential. But those definitely, I see myself posting them down the road a little bit. I do see myself posting them down the road once I get back into this groove. Because yeah, honestly, I lost my groove of posting videos. I was posting shorts, but I wasn't posting these videos. And people were asking for these videos. People were asking. And I was working on these videos. I was like, yeah, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that. And yeah, you know, I'll admit, you know, it's just the love and the magic wasn't there. But you know what the crazy part is like, now that I'm doing this right now, like, I'm really like feeling the empowerment and the magic again. So hopefully me posting these videos and staying on groove with this allows me to expand and do the other things, the other videos that I'm working on. That's what I'm hoping for. And that's what it seems like, because I did stop doing this, and maybe that's probably what caused it. So it's a lesson to note down and say, hey, maybe if you approach it a different way and continue doing other things while you're building this, things will progress in the direction you are hoping for. And another thing is, it gave me some ideas for other areas. It gave me some time to reflect and be like, okay, do I want to continue doing this? Do I want to continue doing that? Because in the end, it's all about action. It's all about action. That's all it is. I mean, you've seen my shorts, you know? It's like, I don't want to go to the gym, but then I go anyway. You know, I don't want to eat healthy. I don't want to be on my diet. I don't want to count my macros, but I do it anyway because I know it feels great. Not only does it feel great, it feels fantastic. To stick to a routine, to see results, to see your progress. I mean, that's what it's about. That's all it's about. Just seeing those little progress, and you see hope, and you see potential. You see result in one area, and it sparks a fire to see results in other areas. You know, and that's what it's about. Just progressing, moving forward, developing. It's all it's about. And we could do that with every area, all our pillars of whether it's relationships, career, finance, health, all that stuff. All those things we go through from all backgrounds, races, cultures, religions. Everyone goes through it. That's what it's about. Just progressing, maintaining it, getting better, different experiences, having that fulfillment. But you know, it starts with you taking action. This is what I think this video is going to be about. Now that I keep going back to it, just taking action. Sure, you know, you'll take an action, you won't hit a home run, you won't score a touchdown, but you got some experience where it's like, okay, this is the speed of the game. This is how I approached it. Now to get a different result, I gotta approach it differently. I gotta have a different mindset when I approach it. And taking action is better than taking no action. So I would have to say I am okay and at peace that I went up to bat and I struck out. Because I saw the pitch, I saw the speed, I took the swing. You know, I went up to the plate thinking, oh, everyone's looking at me. Then everyone saw me strike out, and it's over. You know, you're gonna get another at bat, and that's what the action is returning to that spot of taking the swing. But now you're more ready. I'm gonna say I'm more ready now. I'm more ready. I'm more chiseled down. I'm more exact. I'm more intentional. I'm more direct. I'm more precise. And that's the process. That is the process. So a lot of us are doing things right now. We're going in circles, and with some finely tuned adjustments, pivoting, letting go of some things, maybe train it into the universe and say, hey, this is not serving me. Here you go. You know, whether it's some alcohol, whether it's smoking, whether it's fast food, give it back to the universe and say, hey, I'll exchange you this for this. Give that stuff away that's not serving you. Make room for something that will serve you better. Right? You go to a restaurant, you get served. You place an order. You got to give them something in exchange. Some money. What does money represent? Time, energy. And that's a resource. It's a value. It's an exchange. And some of the stuff that we grasp and we hoard and we basically, you know, overconsume and get attached to doesn't serve us. So to take action, sometimes we gotta lighten the load a little bit more than we think. Lighten the load of what's holding us back, lighten the load of certain perspectives like fear and what's everyone gonna say, what's everyone gonna, you know, talk and mingle about when they see me do it. And honestly, that's not under your control. They're gonna say what they're gonna say. If you do nothing, they're gonna say something. If you do great and excellent, they're gonna say something. There's no running from it. Just gotta make peace with it, accept it, get in alignment with your source creator, and take action. That's all there is. That is all there is. And the beauty about action is that, you know, you don't see the whole, you want to see a straight line, but you don't see it. But then sometimes when you take that step, you see something else show up. And that's what happened with me. Was I started taking steps with these videos and something else started showing up. Like, oh, well, you could do it this way, you could do it that way. There's this opportunity too. It's like it doesn't have to be the way you think or expect it to be. There's many opportunities. And what it is that fulfillment, that presence is what I'm attracted to. It feels right. It's worth my time, it's worth my energy, because I'm getting this circulation of energy by doing it. You know, because we all been doing things that we don't want to do and it doesn't bring any fulfillment, yet we don't want to do it. And so by doing something that we have a intention for a greater purpose, it invites an energy of like, hey, direct it this way, direct it here, direct it there. And yeah, everything is just working in synchronicity. Everything is working together to guide you. Everything's working together to guide you. We don't see it, but it's there. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. But it doesn't happen until you take action. It doesn't happen until you make a sacrifice. It doesn't happen until you give something up that is holding you back. And we all have those things. For me, it could have been a TV show that I was binge watching that wasn't serving me, and I gotta see one more episode. Next thing you know, I'm not taking any action, and I'm just consuming, wasting my time in someone else's world. So, before I end this video, we're gonna take it back to the center point of taking action in order to move forward, learn something, unveil something. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. You know, I was telling a friend of mine during a call how we as a society, we think that just by praying for stuff, like things happen. Like it's true, yeah, you know, in a way it's true. Like, you know, things are happening, things are moving, we could pray about it. But some of those major things that we pray for, it requires an effort. It requires a physical, laborious action in order to get it moving. I think in the Bible it says faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. So if you ain't working at it, if you ain't planting those seeds, if you ain't watering it, it ain't gonna grow. It ain't gonna come to you. It ain't gonna manifest itself. And we were talking about how people will hide behind prayer and religion, but then they don't take no action. And I gave them the example of, imagine not going to work on Monday and just praying that your bills get paid. I mean, if that's possible, shoot, I'm gonna start praying right now and not go to work tomorrow. Shoot, my bills are gonna get paid. But we all know that's not how this world works. We all know that's not how the Creator designed it to be. We all know that, you know, in this world, it's like with the people struggling in different countries and not having access to certain things, and you know, us in this country, I live in America, for those out of watching from different parts of the world, I live in America, and yeah, you know, we got running water in the house, and we have flushing toilets in the house. We have access to these things, and it makes life easier.